We start now at 11 tonight with some breaking space news. One of the boldest and perhaps riskiest space missions in decades is once again on hold. That means we will have to wait longer to see if 4 private astronauts can pull off the first commercial spacewalk by stepping right out of their capsule. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Matt Austin.
And I'm Ginger Gadsden. The first launch attempt was called off last night because of a helium leak in the hose that fuels the rocket. Tonight, it's because of weather. But not at Kennedy Space Center. Let's get right to News 6's Eric Von Anken for the latest word. Eric.
Ginger, Matt, yeah, not a great start for this mission. Like you said, the helium leak last night, then tonight,
All right, apparently the space companies aren't the only ones having issues.
Yeah, but again, this is the second time this mission has been pushed back in as many days. It was supposed to launch this morning at 3:38, and that time was set again for 3:38 tomorrow morning, overnight for a lot of people, because we're going to probably be in bed by the time this thing launches.
Yeah.
But it is a bold mission with 4 civilian astronauts, people who are not trained astronauts. They are trained now, but technically they have never done a spacewalk. And this thing is set to go higher than any other craft in about 60 years. So we have Eric back now.
Hey, Jen, yeah, connectivity is always a little spotty here at the Kennedy Space Center, especially in almost the middle of the night. So last night, as you said, helium leak. Tonight, unfavorable weather conditions off the coast of Florida for splashdown. Now, maybe you're saying to yourself tonight, but the rocket hasn't even left the ground. How are they already looking ahead to splashdown? Well, here's the reason. Like Matt was saying a few minutes ago, this is a very different mission, very atypical. This capsule will go higher into space than anybody has gone in some 50 years to test, to make sure that this capsule can do a long-duration deep space mission. It will go through radiation belts, the Van Allen radiation belts, to make sure that the capsule can reflect radiation. The second thing they're going to do, and this is a splashdown, this is where this comes in, they're going to do a spacewalk at some 435 miles above the Earth. The space station's only 250 miles up. There is no airlock on this capsule. They will float up to the vastness of space. That hatch will open. 2 of them, and one of them the billionaire, another one a SpaceX engineer, will float out of that capsule. All 4 will be in their spacesuits. 2 will stay inside. They'll do a spacewalk, essentially walking to nowhere for about 2 hours. But now here's the thing. In order to do that, because everybody in that capsule, including the capsule itself, will be exposed to the vacuum of space, these 4 commercial astronauts need to pre-breathe pure oxygen for about 2 days. So the second they lift off the ground here, they start breathing oxygen, much like a diver does, to make sure they don't get the bends, decompression sickness. They want to purge any nitrogen in their bloodstream so it doesn't bubble up, cause bubbles in their blood. So because they're breathing all that oxygen for 2 days, they only have about 5 days worth of oxygen, 6 at the most in total, to get back down to Earth here. So that's why NASA, at least the first time that I can remember in a long time, and SpaceX have to look ahead to make sure that at the end of that mission, 5 days from now, they can safely land in the ocean and that the conditions are favorable and they're not bobbing around. So when is SpaceX going to try again to launch these 4? We don't know. They haven't said. Presumably, again, 24 hours from now. But of course, as soon as we find out, we'll let you know. For now, live at the Kennedy Space Center, Eric Von Anken getting results. News 6.
Boy, that is a terrifying situation you just described, Eric. Thank you.